Good morning, students. Today's topic is wave propagation in good conductors. So, we already discussed what is the condition for a good conductor. So, for a good conductor, sigma by omega epsilon is very much greater than 1. So, here we need to calculate a few parameters like gamma, that is propagation constant, velocity, Vp, that is phase velocity, and eta, that is intrinsic impedance. So here we know the formula for gamma is square root of j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. So here if you take the sigma common, so we get square root of j omega mu sigma into 1 plus j omega epsilon by sigma. We know the condition for a good conductor is sigma by mu epsilon is very much greater than 1. But here you have inverse of that is omega epsilon by sigma, means you need to interchange this. So if you interchange this, that will be less than 1. So if this is less than 1, means it is negligible. So the remaining is j omega mu sigma. So gamma is equal to square root of j omega mu sigma. So here gamma is a complex quantity that is equal to modulus of gamma and angle, means it will have some magnitude and angle. So if you take the magnitude, it is square root of omega mu sigma, and if you take the angle, it is 45 degrees, and you can also write it as e power j pi by 4. So here theta lies between 0 and 45 degrees. So if theta is exactly equal to 45 degrees, then it is considered as a good conductor. And when angle is equal to 0, then it is considered as a good dielectric. So we know e power j theta is nothing but cos theta plus I sin theta. So the same thing we are writing here. And by multiplying, we get square root of omega mu sigma into cos pi by 4 plus j square root of omega mu sigma into sin pi by 4. So we also know that gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta. So we'll compare this. Alpha is equal to square root of omega mu sigma cos pi by 4, and beta is equal to square root of omega mu sigma sin pi by 4. We know what is sin pi, cos pi by 4, 1 by root 2. So here we'll include that. So finally we get alpha is equal to square root of omega mu sigma by 2. And beta is equal to, since even sin pi by 4 is also equal to 1 by root 2, so we get square root of omega mu sigma by 2. So alpha and beta, both of them, they are equal. So alpha is equal to beta is equal to square root of omega mu sigma by 2. So phase velocity Vp, we know the formula is omega by beta. So omega by, what is beta? From here, square root of omega mu sigma by 2. So the same thing will substitute here. So this 2 will go to the numerator. So omega square root 2 square root of omega mu sigma. So this omega and omega will get cancelled. So finally we get Vp is equal to square root of 2 omega mu sigma. And intrinsic impedance eta is equal to j omega mu by sigma plus j omega epsilon. So here we take j omega epsilon constant. So if you take that as common, we get 1 plus sigma by j omega epsilon. J omega will get cancelled. So mu by sigma. So here for a good conductor, we know this sigma by mu epsilon is very much greater than 1. It is very much greater than 1. So since it is very much greater than 1, this is negligible. I mean not negligible. Since sigma by omega epsilon is very much greater than 1, this value, this complete value is equal to sigma by j omega epsilon. So epsilon and epsilon will get cancelled. So eta is equal to square root of j omega mu by sigma. Okay, so here E and H, it leads by 45 degrees because eta is also a complex quantity and this will also have magnitude and angle. So eta is equal to modulus of eta and angle theta n. So we know the equation for E is E naught e power minus alpha z cos omega t minus beta x ax, and H is equal to H naught e power minus alpha z cos omega t minus beta x into ay. So since we know the relation between E and H is eta is equal to E by H. So where H is equal to E by eta. So the same thing here we have replaced H naught by E naught by eta. So we know eta is again equal to modulus of eta into angle theta. So modulus of eta means the same thing, omega mu by sigma, and angle is 45 degrees. So if you write this in terms of cos, you can write E naught by square root of omega mu by sigma e power minus alpha z cos omega t minus beta x minus 45 degrees into ay. So as the sigma increases, alpha and beta also increases, but phase velocity and intrinsic impedance decreases in good conductors. So next is plane waves in free space. So for a free space, conductivity will be equal to 0. It implies attenuation is also equal to 0. We know the two equations. E is represented. Electric field is nothing but since alpha is equal to 0. Here the same equation, since alpha is equal to 0, E power 0 is 1. So the equation is E is equal to E naught cos omega t minus beta x into ay. And H is equal to E naught by eta cos omega t minus beta x into ay. So velocity V is equal to 1 by square root of mu naught epsilon naught, and eta formula is square root of j omega mu by sigma plus j omega epsilon. Since conductivity is equal to 0, remaining is j omega mu by j omega epsilon. J omega will get cancelled, so we get mu by epsilon. So finally eta is equal to square root of mu by epsilon. So here we define another parameter called skin depth or depth of penetration. So the skin depth or depth of penetration, it is denoted by delta. So when do we get this skin depth concept? See, whenever any electromagnetic wave is interacting with a conductive material, then mobile charges within the material, they are made to oscillate back and forth as impinging fields. So the movement of these charges, generally it will constitute an alternating electric current. So the decline of this current density versus depth is known as skin depth. So in simple words, you can say when the wave is propagating in the conductor, it is greatly attenuated and finally it reduces to a very small value. So what is skin depth means? The skin depth is the depth at which the wave reduces to e power minus 1 times or 36.7% of its initial value. So as the wave is propagating in x direction and its amplitude is decreasing by a factor of e power minus alpha x. So this can be explained with this graph. So generally we know the expression for E is, means if electric field is traveling in x direction and magnetic field is traveling in y direction, then the direction of propagation is there in z direction. So here if you take this electric field equation, so E is equal to E naught e power minus alpha z cos omega t minus beta x into ax. So electric field is propagating in x direction. So here it will have in a cosine signal, means there will be a variation in terms of cosine signal. That signal will have an amplitude of E naught and that amplitude is attenuated by this attenuation constant, that is e power minus alpha z. Means you have a cosine signal with amplitude E naught and that amplitude is reducing by an attenuation constant. So we have a cosine signal. The cosine signal is being reduced and the amplitude is nothing but it is equal to E naught and this will go in the direction of propagation, that is z. So at 36.7% of the initial value, this is the 36.7% of the initial value. So from z is equal to, from this point, from z is equal to 0 to this e power minus 1, that is considered as delta. So as the amplitude is decreasing by a factor of e power minus alpha x, it is apparent that at a distance x, which makes alpha x is equal to 1, the amplitude is only 1 by e times. So that is the reason e power minus alpha x is equal to e power minus 1. So minus alpha x is equal to minus 1. So x alpha is equal to 1. So let x is equal to delta. skin depth. So let me consider x is equal to delta. So the remaining part is alpha. So this is nothing but alpha. So we get when x is equal to delta means delta alpha is equal to 1. So delta is equal to 1 by alpha. We know for a good conductor alpha is square root of omega mu epsilon by 2. So what is delta? Delta is equal to 1 by square root of omega mu sigma by 2. So if you do calculation, this 2 will go to the numerator. So square root of 2 by omega mu sigma. And omega is nothing but angular frequency, that is equal to 2 pi f. So the 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So remaining is pi f. So that is the reason square root of 1 by pi f mu sigma. And the unit for skin depth is meters. Thank you.